Kevin Locker, I'm a junior.
Lauren Schaefer.
I'm Sam Hammersley.
My name is Meg Elliott.
My name is Milo Ellis.
Nate Gold.
It's Tony Molinero.
My name is Thomas Beaver.
Not we.
My name's Timmy, and I get to wake up every morning and watch Sesame Street with my mom while I eat breakfast before school. It is I, Bellini, your teacher. My title.
And it's me, Panini, the sandwich assistant teacher. I'm a little nervous.
This is my lucky lacquer and your lucky day. Oh, feel it, smoky goodness. Attack your alveoli.
Gather around, team. Alright! Listen, hey! Stop being a bunch of knuckleheads!
Original!
Full Frontal Comedy!
The Full Frontal Improv comedy group began in 1994 and is in its 15th year, making it the longest-running improv group on Indiana University's Bloomington campus. While on stage, the performances are random and zany. An incredible amount of work is put into their shows.
And we do rehearse. We, of course, rehearse like we're doing right now. We rehearse technique and we rehearse form. But we never rehearse characters. We never rehearse scenes. We never do that because that's obviously what improv is from.
There are also rules that every improv comedian must follow on stage in order to keep the group working together.
One of the biggest rules of improv is agreement, because if you go on stage and you're like, oh, hey, Mr. Farmer Man, and then the other person comes on stage and they're like, you're not a farmer, like that totally just does not benefit the scene at all. So the biggest, one of the first rules I learned in improv is just agreement. Always say yes. If someone's like, oh my gosh, your backpack's on fire. Hell yes, your backpack's on fire, and you're gonna work with it, and it's gonna make the scene better.
After I tied the unicorn up over there.
Excellent. Now we can charge admission for people to ride a stationary unicorn.
The rules that I always grew up with and was taught was you always agree, so let's never say no. You commit to everything. So like if you start on as like some character, you stay that way. If you start on as a dog, you stay that way. Listening, you have to listen or you can't move on. You're part of a team. That's like, you need to know that like you can support each other. And then of course, have fun.
The fans that gather on Friday nights to watch the group perform add a new element to the show because they interact with the performers on stage.
A volunteer from the audience. So is anyone willing to? Evan, nice to meet you.
People come to our shows for a myriad of reasons, not the least of which being it's great for dates. It's free.
How often am I aware of the crowd? Whenever I first go, like whenever the show first starts and I first walk on stage, and not really when I'm on stage. When I'm like off stage, I'll look out, and then I'm like, oh boy, there are a lot of people out there, and oh, they look happy, or oh God, they do not look pleased. Whenever I'm off stage, I'm always observing the audience, so you can see me looking at you, looking at us. Creepy.
I'm nervous to perform at my best. Like I'm nervous because I just want to get out there and do a good show for myself, and do a good show for my teammates, and do a good show for the audience, and prove that we can live up to what our expectations are, like what the audience's expectations are for us.
Full Frontal also lives up to their name, as some members perform in just their birthday suits from time to time.
I mean, it's in our name, Full Frontal Comedy. A lot of times people expect like a lot more nudity than we give. I, of the group, have been naked the most times of the current cast, which is weird because it's a lot easier to get guys naked. But we like to use the nakedness as not just the punchline of the scene, like, oh my God, one person's naked for 3 seconds.
We were behind stage, we were ready to perform for about 15 minutes beforehand, and Meg and I were both in the dark, completely just like naked, holding like notebooks and stuff.
Kevin tried a few things, and I said no.
You know what? She's playing hard to get right now.
Full Frontal Comedy, I'm Lauren.
Nate, Devin, Taylor, Tom,
Hey.
Sam, Milo, Tony. Thanks for
Thank
coming.